Kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Deep within the heart of the Enchanted Forest, where the trees grew tall and the air was thick with the scent of moss and earth, there lay a hidden cave. This was no ordinary cave. It was a place of mystery and legend, said to hold treasures beyond imagination. The cave was protected by ancient magic, its entrance concealed by a veil of illusion that only the pure of heart could penetrate. And within its depths, Leah, the guardian, stood watch over the treasures, ensuring that they would never fall into the wrong hands. Leah was a woman of extraordinary strength and wisdom, chosen by the elders of the forest to protect the cave and its secrets. She had been trained in the ancient arts of combat and magic, her skills honed to perfection over many years. Her connection to the forest was deep and unbreakable, and she could sense the slightest disturbance in the natural balance. She was a protector, a warrior, and a keeper of the forest's most sacred secrets. The treasures within the cave were not just material wealth. They were artifacts of immense power, capable of great good or terrible evil in the wrong hands. There were ancient scrolls containing forgotten knowledge, crystals that could amplify magic, and relics that held the essence of the forest itself. Leah knew that if these treasures were ever stolen, the consequences would be catastrophic. One day, as Leah was performing her daily rituals of protection, she felt a disturbance in the forest. It was a subtle shift, a ripple in the natural harmony that set her on edge. She knew that something was wrong, that someone or something was approaching the cave with ill intent. Leah quickly gathered her weapons and prepared for battle. She wore a suit of armor made from the bark of the ancient trees, its surface etched with runes of protection. Her sword, forged from the heart of a fallen star, glowed with a soft, ethereal light. She moved silently through the forest, her senses heightened as she searched for the source of the disturbance. As she approached the cave, she saw them, a group of mercenaries, their faces masked and their weapons drawn. They were led by a man known as Drakkar, a notorious treasure hunter with a reputation for ruthlessness. Drakkar had heard the legends of the cave and was determined to claim its treasures for himself, no matter the cost. Leah's heart raced as she realized the danger. She knew that she couldn't let them reach the cave, that she had to stop them at all costs. She stepped out from the shadows, her presence commanding and her voice filled with authority. "Turn back now," she warned, her eyes blazing with determination. "This cave is under my protection. You will not take what does not belong to you." Drakkar sneered, his eyes filled with greed. "You think you can stop us, girl? We have come too far to be turned away by the likes of you." With a wave of his hand, Drakkar signaled his men to attack. They charged at Leah, their weapons gleaming in the dim light of the forest. But Leah was ready. She moved with the grace and speed of a predator, her sword flashing as she parried their blows and struck back with precision. The battle was fierce, the forest echoing with the clash of steel and the cries of the wounded. Leah fought with all her strength, her movements fluid and her mind focused. She knew that she couldn't afford to make a mistake, that the fate of the cave and its treasures depended on her. Despite their numbers, the mercenaries were no match for Leah's skill and determination. One by one they fell, their weapons slipping from their hands as they were overwhelmed by her relentless assault. Drakkar watched in disbelief, his confidence wavering as he realized that he had underestimated his opponent. With a roar of frustration, Drakkar charged at Leah, his sword raised high. But Leah was ready. She met his attack head-on, their blades clashing with a force that sent sparks flying. The two warriors fought with everything they had, their movements a blur of speed and power. In the end, it was Leah's skill and determination that prevailed. With a final powerful strike, she disarmed Drakkar, sending his sword flying into the underbrush. He fell to his knees, his breath coming in ragged gasps as he realized that he had been defeated. Leah stood over him, her sword pointed at his throat. "Leave this place," she commanded, her voice cold and unyielding, "and never return. If you do, you will not live to regret it." Drakkar nodded, his eyes filled with fear and respect. He knew that he had been bested, that he had no choice but to obey. He and his remaining men retreated into the forest, their tails between their legs. Leah watched them go, her heart still pounding from the battle. She knew that the danger was far from over, that there would always be those who sought to claim the treasures of the cave. But she also knew that she would never stop fighting, that she would protect the cave and its secrets with her life. As the forest returned to its natural harmony, Leah returned to the cave. Her steps slow and deliberate, she performed her rituals of protection once more, her voice soft and reverent as she chanted the ancient incantations. The cave was safe, its treasures secure, and Leah's spirit was unbroken. And so Leah's legend grew, her name spoken with reverence by those who knew of her bravery and strength. She was the guardian of the secret cave, a protector of the forest's most sacred treasures. Her story would be told for generations, a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the unbreakable bond between a warrior and the land she called home. As the sun set over the enchanted forest, casting a golden glow over the trees, Leah stood at the entrance of the cave, her eyes scanning the horizon. She knew that her work was never done, that there would always be more battles to fight and more dangers to face. But she was ready, her heart filled with courage and her spirit unyielding. If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.